All right, if you're watching this video, you may have the question, why am I learning these chords? Why is he teaching it this way? I learned it a different way, or I'm not sure what's going on here. So what I wanted to show you is how we're going to use these chords, and especially this initial exercise of this exercise. Okay, so let me show you. If I start on the 6th chord, I can play Fly Me to the Moon. Fly me to the moon and let me play amongst the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, I don't know what's next. Okay, so there's just a couple notes that are different there that you need to learn. But the reason why I chose the tunes for this initial section that go with the first part of your learning is because it's a wonderful way to learn that makes sense. So when we move our voices down like this, which we call under the category of smooth voice leading, what's happening is that we're moving through the circle of fourths. So we're starting on, if I start on C, right, I'm going to go to an F chord. And then it's the circle of fourths through the major scale. So what would be the next fourth would be B flat, but because it's the major scale, it's all the notes of C major, I'm actually going to go to a B natural. So it goes like this: C, a C chord, an F chord, a B chord, an E chord, an A chord, a D chord, a G chord, and a C chord, and then would just keep going. So like this. I'm going to play left hand. And it keeps going. Okay, now we need to adjust a couple of those chords to make it through this initial songs that we're going to play, but it's just a couple different, just a couple changes that are relatively easy, especially if you've got your nervous system to learn this. So if I had the left hand to demonstrate, so we're going to do the same thing. So I'm going to go in fourths: A, D, G, C, F, B, E, A, D, G, C. Those are the chords for Fly Me to the Moon. And all I'm doing is using the exercise in my right hand. This is the first chord that we get to where we need to change the G natural to a G sharp. And I'm not teaching Fly Me to the Moon until a later little section. So don't worry about that yet, but it's important that I show you how we use this. And then we got to move this note. And then here, the D chord. And then the D chord. So this links together two things. The first thing is the pattern. And that is something that, this is the way I played for many, many years, all the way into college until I dropped out because I got bummed out, man. Anyways, but there was always something empty in me because I didn't play from my ears. I wasn't using my ears. I was using only a nervous system and a lot of intellect, and that wasn't enough. So the other thing that we need to connect is the singing, and that's why I have you guys sing the tonalities. Bum, do, re, mi, fa, sol, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, just like that. And in this case, we're going to use all of the notes. That's why this is kind of the last song for this this unit where we're sticking in these diatonic chords essentially, but this starts on the 6th. So 1, 7, 6, and I need to start a little bit higher. 1, 7, 6. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sing the roots. 6, 6, 2. Maybe it's a little too high. 6, 2, 5, 1, 4, 7. Now I got to go higher. 3, 6, and then 6 again, 2 dominant to the 2, 5, 1, and 1 again, 2, 5, 1, and then 3 dominant. So you'll get walked through this tune later in the course, but I want to show you that that is the roots, and they go It's wild. And so that's why we're learning this, and that's how you use it. The starting song is Honeysuckle Rose, which is in the key of C. It's 2-5, 2, 2, 5, 2, 5. So I'm playing starting on D minor, which is the 2 chord. And the intellect part is going to make total sense when you do all those writing assignments that are part of this. You're going to understand why the 2 chord is minor. Through repetition, you have to do it. It's not something that you can just think about. You have to play the music, sing the music, and do the writing exercises, and then it makes sense. So it's a whole ecosystem I'm giving you. I'm taking care of you. Just do what I suggest. So you got 2, 5, 2, 5, and then a long 2. 2 and then 5 and the 1 and 2, 5, 1, 5. So this repeat. 5, 5, 1, 2, 5, 1. I'm singing the roots. Now we have one dominant. One dominant to the 4, and then 2 dominant to the 5, and I have a video on this. But so for the 1 dominant, it's the same shape as your first step, except for you flat that note, and I explain all this in the video. And for the 2 dominant, it's the same as your 2-5, but you just sharp that F. Right? And so the idea is that we're going to start in C because it's the easiest key to understand. It's all white notes. And then we're just going to change a couple. And then you're going to do these exercises in different keys. So say the key of F. Let me find F. And you do all those exercises. So you got... And then you can play all these songs in those keys. So I'm kind of giving you a grand overview, and this might not make sense, but you're going to soak it up through watching me do this. So I'm going to do the same thing in the key of F. I'll play Fly Me to the Moon. So let's see where fly starts on the root. So fly me to the moon. So it's going to go dum 6 6 3 2. Pardon me. 6 2 5 1 4 7 3 6, and then 6 dominant, and then 2 5 1 1 2 5 1, and then 3 dominant to the 6, back to the 6, same thing. So because I practiced this, fly, let's see, ba, 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 there it is. Fly me to the, sorry, my singing sucks. And let me see, play amongst the stars, to the 4 chord. Let me see what, to the 7, Jupiter is like on, or whatever, Jupiter and Mars, and then dominant. And this looks really complex, but it's only a little bit more complex than these initial. You can do all this if you start in the key of C, and you do this exercise, and you sing the roots, which everybody got, you guys can all do, and then you start putting it together as a formula. So you're singing 2 5 1, or and then you go, oh yeah, this is my 2 chord, and this is my 5 chord, and this is 1. So it's all gonna come together. So I could play also Honeysuckle Rose. Ba, so it's just 2, bum ba. So 2 5 2 5. I'm singing the roots. 2 long 2 and a long 5, and then the 1 and the 1 and the 2 and the 5 and the 1 and the 1. Right? Okay. So let's do another key. Let's do G. So your primary exercises, which if you do these well, then you'll be just so much faster, is we're going to do the same exercise in G, right, that we did before. So let me start up here. Right, that's descending. And then we're going to do the moving and fourths. Just like that. Let me do the bass with it. Where do we go to? F sharp. And then we could do all that same stuff. So, and you're going to practice, so you're going to have that memory. So when we do Honeysuckle Rose 1, we got 2, and you've done the singing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 5, 2, 5, long 2, long 5, 1, 2, 5, 1, and 1, and then you got 1 dominant, 1 on to the 4, right? So that's all in your head, in your memory, which is what we want, what we're building, and then you have the intellectual knowledge to know this is all movable and changeable, right? So we can go 2, 5. So I practice this, and I practice thinking that's my 2 chord and that's my 5, and I'm thinking 1, 4, 7, 3. Yeah, and then 6, 2, 5, 1, 4, 7. Et cetera, et cetera. So we have exercises on all of this stuff. So this is how you'd use it. Let me just show. And then we got the 1 dominant. And then we have the 2 dominant. So we go here. To the 5. Sorry about my singing. And then 2. Okay, so I'm demonstrating how from all this stuff, which might not exactly read as all the cool jazz stuff that you want, I'm showing you this is how you're gonna get there. It's so fun. And we're gonna have videos on the left hand, so you're going to get all that stuff as you go through this course. And the left hand chords that we need to begin with are very simple, very simple. Maybe a little complex when we get to Fly Me to the Moon, when we get to the 7 chord, but that's okay, you'll learn it. And you'll just get it in time. It's nothing that you cannot learn. And my aim is to show you how cool this is, how this connects you to all these amazing tunes, and how you can do it. And if you learn to sing this stuff, then it's in your memory and it's in your soul and your spirit, and then you can learn from recordings. So that's just a little demonstration of how all these patterns let you play these tunes, and then the numbers, the way the numbers work, that we're thinking and hearing the song. We hear the sound, okay, in that key, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I have a memory of sound. Dum, da, dee, dum. Those are my roots. Dum, ba, 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 dee, boom, and then I practice labeling them. So I know not only is the sound dum, ba, bum, but it's 2, 5. So I've given it the label, and that makes so much sense. Or the label or the 1 dominant, 1 dominant, 4 dominant, all that stuff. Alrighty, so I hope that this is fun to watch and illustrative to you, and I made this video so it gives you more wind at your back, so you feel confident that you're practicing the right stuff, that it's going to keep getting you to the place you want to get. I promise you it is. I believe in this course and this method a lot, and I believe that I'm giving you the good stuff, which is breaking this down into 3 parts. The nervous system, all these patterns, the ears, so you're listening, practicing listening and learning this as a language, right? And singing it, okay? And then the intellect, so we're understanding these number systems. And I have things that bring these all together, and then things that show these individually. So have fun, listen to lots of jazz, and learn this language, and go play your heart out.